Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about how to invest, different options for your investment, different things to invest in, and how exactly each one of those things work. So before we start the video, I do just want to let you guys know that I am in no way a financial advisor, so just getting that out of the way right now. Okay, so I'm just going to jump right into it, not waste any time. So what is the stock market to start off with? So the stock market is when companies go public. I'm sure you guys have heard that term before. And basically they split off their company into a bunch of shares, and you as an individual, not even a part of that company, can go in and buy one of those shares. So you can be a very small fraction of an owner of that company. Now, how you make money is as the value of that company goes up, so does the value of your share that you have. For example, let's say that you buy a McDonald's share, and this, I'm just gonna make it easy. This is not how much it really is. It's just an example. So let's say you buy a McDonald's share for $10. Now you have one share, you bought it for $10, and the company is worth $100. Obviously not real, just for an example, but the company's worth $100. You just bought a share for $10. Now let's say a month goes by and the company of McDonald's is now worth $200. So doubled. So now your share is worth $20. So you bought it for 10. Now it's worth 20. Now you can actually go sell that share for $20 and you just made a $10 profit. That's kind of how investing in the stock market works. For beginners, that's very basic. For the sake of the video, I am just gonna do very simple steps to get right to the point. I'm not gonna go in super detail on each thing. The first thing you're gonna wanna do is download an app like Robinhood or Fidelity, or if you're super duper rich and you have a huge portfolio, a huge net worth, you can actually go down to Edward Jones. They have their own financial advisors, and you can go one-on-one with one of their financial advisors, and it's a little more personal. You can actually sit there and talk with them, see exactly where your money's going. They can explain it to you a little bit better. A lot of times they actually won't even take you unless you have a lot of money. When I was about 18, I went to them. I had a few $1,000s in the bank that I'd saved, and the guy wouldn't even take me. He just suggested go download an app, Fidelity, Robinhood, Ameritrade, something like that, and just do it from there, because he's like, you know, whatever you invest, they get a percentage of. So if you're only investing $3,000, it's really not worth their time. If you do have a lot of money, that would be a very good option. All right, so the next step is to get signed up and to create an account with one of these apps. So for instance, if you use Fidelity, that's what I use. So you make an account with them, you connect your bank account, and then from there you'll start an actual, like an account. So the way it works is, like investments, you'll have a pot, and then all the shares that you buy and the stock that you have goes into that pot. So for instance, the pot would be like a Roth IRA or an IRA or something like that. And then the stocks or the money in the pot would be like McDonald's or JCPenney or something like that. So once you get signed up with the Roth IRA or whatever you have, from there you can actually start researching and buying stocks. So guys, I'm gonna give you my tips and things that have helped me. I made thousands of dollars last year with the stocks that I had. I'm just gonna share some of the knowledge and information that I have on how I pick my stocks. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, so you know, this isn't the golden advice. It might not work for everybody. Basically, I have just some simple principles that I follow when it comes to choosing a stock. So guys, the number one principle that I have, that I do personally, is I pick mutual funds. A mutual fund is just a whole bunch of stocks put into one pot, basically. So when you buy a share of a mutual fund, then you're buying a whole bunch of different companies. As opposed to if you just buy a single stock like Apple or Tesla or something like that. That's nice and all. Apple's a big company and you can win big, but if they lose, you lose all that money. I like to play it safe, but still with a pretty good ROI or return on investment. How do I pick my mutual funds? So I have some simple steps to follow, and they've never failed me yet. So first step is that it has to be older than you. The last rule that I have for picking mutual funds is just that it has to be at least a 10% ROI over its lifetime. That's what I like seeing. So the S&P 500 is around 10%, 11%. I haven't looked at it in a little bit, but I'm pretty sure it's around 10%, 11%, and I like to have it at least that or more. So I know one of my funds, it was actually since 1966, and it had an ROI lifetime on average every year since 1966 of 16%. So they're out there, you just gotta find them. Okay guys, now the next way that I have to invest your money is cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is kind of like the stock market, except for it's not cash, it's cryptocurrency, which are like coins. Like you've heard of Bitcoin or Ethereum, certain things like that. And it's not backed up by the government. What I will say with cryptocurrency is do your research. Don't just jump on a bandwagon and jump on the coin that everyone else is investing in. Because the thing with crypto is you can win big and you can get super rich. You can lose every penny you have invested, especially right now. You know, with Bitcoin, it was at 50 something thousand dollars per coin. And now it's in the 30s, I think, 30 something thousand. So it dropped $20,000. So imagine if you'd put $50,000 in, you just lost 20 grand. Just do your research and make sure you know what you're investing in, and you make sure you know, or at least have a very good guess where this coin that you're gonna buy is headed towards. If you like high risk but really high reward, and you just have a chunk of money or even a couple dollars, or it doesn't matter how much, but if you just have some money set aside that you'll be okay with losing, you're perfectly fine if you don't get that money back, then put it in crypto, learn about it, invest, see what happens. And I definitely still do some research before you just throw it into a cryptocurrency. But if you have money that you can blow, why not? Why not give it a shot? Before you do that though, seriously learn about it. I know I keep saying that, but it can be so complicated, and it can be the difference between you becoming a millionaire and you losing all your money. So the first thing that I would do if I were you is that money that you want to invest it in a cryptocurrency learning class. So pay someone, an experienced person who's already made money from crypto, to teach you how to make money from crypto, so that instead of, let's say you start out with $200, instead of just putting that $200 in crypto, losing it all and then never doing it again, you can put that $200 towards an instructor or a course, learn how to make your money, make more money, and use the next little bit of savings that you can come up with and apply your knowledge that you've just spent this $200 on, and turn that little bit of savings into $1,000, $2,000, $5,000. So with crypto, that's what I definitely suggest. And like I said, guys, you can win with crypto. You can get money from crypto if you know the charts, if you know what you're looking at. It isn't just some scam that you hear about or see on people's Snapchat stories or wherever you see it. It can be a legit source of income if you do it right, if you learn about it. And people do get rich from crypto. You can get rich from crypto. It is possible if you do it right, if you learn how to do it. Okay guys, the next investment opportunity that I'm going to talk about, one of my favorites, is investing in real estate. Now when I say investing in real estate, I do mean a couple different things. The first one being investing in real estate, let's say buying a residential home or residential homes and then renting those out. Now, how would this work exactly? Let's say to buy a home, let's say that you don't have $200,000 in cash and you have to go get a loan from the bank. So you go to the bank with a down payment. You should definitely have a down payment. That's where the investment part comes in. That's what you're investing, is that money saved as the down payment. Then from there, the bank gives you that loan and you can go buy this house. Let's say that the mortgage on that loan for the bank is $1,100 a month. Let's just say as an example. Now you get tenants and you rent out this house to them for we'll say, to make the math easier, we'll say $1,600 a month. And you're not even the one paying the mortgage, they are. So not only are they paying the mortgage on the house that you own for you, but also they're giving you $500 extra on top of it. I don't know if you guys have ever read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, but basically that's what that whole book is talking about, is just having other people's money make money for you. If you can slowly build your net worth and acquire 20 of these homes at $500 a month, that's $10,000 extra a month. If you want it to be completely passive income, you can still have a manager, pay him part of your profits, and then it be completely passive. And all you have to do is sit there and let the money come in. The good thing about real estate is that the value of real estate does go up every single year, and it has for many, many years. Okay guys, let's say that you did buy those 20 houses and you've been renting them out every single month, getting $10,000 a month from that. Let's say that 10 years goes by, and through those 10 years you've bought those 20 houses. Let's just say that they were worth, $200,000, just a middle-class family-sized home. Nothing too crazy, nothing too big. If you go back and look at how much on average each year each home goes up in value, I actually did the math right here, and your homes would be worth around, give or take, around $300,000. So that's up $100,000 per home over those 10 years. Now let's say you have 20 of those homes after those 10 years. You can actually sell 10 of those homes for the $300,000, and you just now made $1 million. And if you take all that money that you made, that $1 million that you just made, and even take half of that and just go buy even more homes, you can just build up this real estate empire and build up more and more and more properties, and just do that again the next 10 years. But this time, instead of only selling 10 homes, let's say you can sell 30 homes, because now you've had a much bigger principal to start out with that $1 million that you just made. Now guys, another way that you can invest with real estate is by flipping houses. So if you're really good at construction, or you know a personal contractor who can do work for really cheap, you can actually buy a house, fix it up, and then sell it for a huge profit and invest in real estate that way. The last thing that I'm going to talk about really quick for investing in real estate is investing in commercial real estate. Commercial real estate is like residential real estate, but on a much larger scale. So if you started out in residential real estate and you wanted to work your way up, you could eventually do commercial real estate. And I follow a guy where he did this deal where he bought like an office building with a whole bunch of different offices. He spent $9 million on it. He took like $400,000-$500,000 to fix it up, make it look nicer. And then he sold it for $12 million. So just that one deal, in less than a year, you know, he made $2.5 million from that one deal. And with residential real estate, if you don't want to go get a loan from the bank, or you follow Dave Ramsey, or you know, no debt, you don't want anything tying you down, and you know, if you have that money, if you just have enough money to go buy a house with cash, I mean, go do it. And then all that money, all that $1,600 a month that you rented out is just pure profit every single month. And if you do that with 20 homes, you know, that scales your profit every single month by a ton. Okay guys, the fourth thing that I'm going to talk about really quick for investing your money is investing in businesses. A couple of things about this. The first one being investing in your own business, whether you want to do a drop shipping business, affiliated marketing business. There's so many different business ideas that you can do. Now, another thing that you guys can do is there's actually a website that tells you different businesses that are for sale. Now, a lot of these businesses are for sale because they're failing and their owner doesn't know how to own them and how to properly run them, and they're running into the ground. So they're just like, I don't want any more to do with it. I want to let it go. Someone come buy it off of me. Now on the flip side, some of these businesses that are for sale are actually doing pretty well. They're pretty profitable. They're off the ground. They're on their feet. A lot of the times the owner, they just don't want to do it anymore. Whether they want to retire, or they just don't like the lifestyle, or whatever it is, they just don't want to do it anymore. They just want to sell the business and be done with it completely. But it can be a pretty successful business still. And if you know what you're doing with business, you can really take advantage of this opportunity and buy one of those businesses and help it flourish. And you can be insanely profitable with this strategy. You just have to know business, know how to work it. And if you don't, just go learn. There's so many different tools and opportunities these days with the internet, or you can go back to school, or whatever your choice or strategy is to learn. So that can be a great way to invest your money as well. Okay guys, now the last thing that I'm going to talk about with investing, the last opportunity, is to invest in yourself. In my personal opinion, this is probably the most important way to invest. When I say invest in yourself, I mean things like investing in your mental health, investing in learning a new skill, investing in learning about investing. You know, right now watching this video, you're investing in yourself. You're trying to better yourself. You're trying to get better. Going back to college, changing your career path to go become a doctor, doing whatever you want to do. That is one of the most important investments that you can make in your life, is just investing in yourself. Okay guys, now that was how to invest, just different opportunities and things to invest your money. If you did enjoy that video, feel free to subscribe or drop a like. It really does help out the channel. I do release financial videos and tips, things like that. Or if you just want to follow me through my medical journey, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. But see you next week.